Welcome to Mid Morning Live. I'm Diane Mohammed, and we talk about health, beauty, fashion, entertainment. Today we're talking about our environment. So I want to thank my clothing sponsors, Live Boutique at 2028 Dumfries Road, Laramie, and of course Cornelia Street, Woodbrook, Port of Spain, and of course Shelley from Hair Club, who gave me this fantastic highlight. Shelley, thank you so much. Located right here in Chaguanas. And joining me on set, two environmentalists, and this is an NGO recently formed. So we have Kishan Ramcharan and Christopher Ratan Singh. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having us.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So we're talking conservation, and you see a lot's happening in the environment, and this is a new group, just 6 months old, you said.
Yeah.
Tell us, why we need to have a group like this?
We saw that there was not much education, if any, about wildlife, the environment, and we wanted to be part of the educational process for people. We wanted people to learn about the environment, wildlife, why they're important to the environment and to us, the importance of biodiversity, and the importance of their actions on everything else around us.
Because it's a food chain. When you destroy one part of it, another part is being destroyed without even realizing it.
Well, it's the whole cycle, the food cycle.
Right. And we recently saw that bees were becoming less and less.
They were being threatened as well.
Yes, and then I find I don't see as many butterflies in my garden.
With everything, there's a domino effect, a downstream effect.
Right.
So that's why
that's the kind of awareness you want people to know, that we are affecting ourselves, not just the animals.
Exactly.
And you were saying something very interesting just now. The minute you see something in your house.
Yeah, well, we've been looking at the trend, and we have a lot of instances where animals have been showing up in people's households, in government agencies, and in buildings, and so on. And the case is, a lot of people don't know how to handle it. And the first thing that you would do is run for a cutlass, or you'd run for some piece of wood or stick, right? Or high heel shoes in some cases, to kill this animal, because out of fear, and they don't know how to properly handle it. So what we are about as part of the consensus for our group is trying to help relocate animals properly and safely to the environment that they belong to, which may be swamps or forests, reserves, wildlife sanctuaries.
So you offer a free service?
This is a free service. It's volunteer. And we see the need for it because we've been seeing a lot of Facebook posts on the social media, you could say, where after it's killed, then somebody would post up a picture. Well, you know, what's this? I just found it in my house, but it's already dead.
We actually got that just this morning. Someone saw a very, very harmless snake, a snake that wouldn't even bite you.
Yeah.
And they didn't know what it is, so they killed it. And then messaged Axel, what is this? What does it do? Is it venomous?
And you know, Trinidad has a culture. Well, a lot of countries have a culture where the only good snake is a dead snake.
Oh, okay.
And we have venomous snakes, yes we do, but in not that greater amount in species. We just have 4, which are the 2 types of coral snakes. Right, and we actually have a specimen right here too.
So those are this is one?
This is one large coral snake. And this was retrieved in Lashy Shares.
Large coral snake.
And this was actually roadkill.
Yeah.
But it's a bright color, isn't it?
Yeah, well.
Yeah. Well, during the preservation process, this one deteriorated a little.
Yeah, it's normally yellow.
No, our coral snakes are red, white, and black.
Oh, they're very patriotic, red, white, and black,
yeah.
So they lost the red in it. So it's white and black in the bottle, but it's actually, you will see, so a colorful snake is one to fear.
Well,
no,
not necessarily.
Because we have some very, very colorful snakes.
That, I think Mr. Mead told us that it's just 4 snakes that are poisonous.
Yeah.
And venomous, not poisonous, but venomous.
This is why and education is important. So if we do come across snakes like these that are venomous, we will do educational video on it to sensitize on how to identify it properly by colors and bands and shape, length, that sort of thing. So when these videos go viral, it's a good thing because everybody is seeing it now, and they have no excuse now to say, well, you know, I don't know what snake it was and that kind of thing.
Yeah, because you need your garden snakes for
they all serve a
pest
purpose.
control.
Yeah.
People don't understand how important snakes are to us. And I think that is what also pushes us with the snakes. When you get to understand how important these snakes are to us and how important they are to pest control, people understand and they know, well, you know what, let's just leave this because it's helping me.
Yeah.
It's helping my family, it's helping my children.
And for example, we have a lot of cases where rainbow boas have been killed, mixed up as a mapipi snake. And this is actually a constrictor. And these rainbow boas control the rat population. And if you look at these statistics, I think leptospirosis from these rats do more damage than you hear
any-
people dying from snakes.
Yes, you really don't ever hear anybody dying from a snake bite.
Yeah. So, you know, if you offset the balance of snakes, obviously you'd have an increase in all these different types of pests
Yeah.
that we have in our country. So this is why
I must say
conservation is
the
needed.
manikou that's eaten my fruits, I did not try to kill him.
Right.
And I lost a whole crop of pomerancs already, so
Oh boy.
one full crop, they got it before it even got big. They didn't even start to turn pink, they got it, but that's okay.
Well, as you mentioned, the manikou, think about it like this. If there's a fruit tree in the forest is made up of very important sections. So you have the overgrowth and the undergrowth. When these fruits fall down to the ground, you know, in your garden, you just get a whole bunch of fruit rotting
Yeah.
on the ground. Now, when you have animals like the manikou would go and eat these fruits from the ground and help you clear up that ground. So when it clears up the ground, it allows the undergrowth to grow up and allows a proper environmental cycle to
Yeah.
continue.
And plus, remember, these animals help in seed dispersal and so on. So they would spread the growth of trees throughout the area and have it properly well balanced.
Yeah, and for fertilizing the plant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which right now, we are now about to enter into the fire season, and that's going to cause some serious deforestation, and animals like these become even more important in helping us reforest the nation.
But then when you have bushfires, you destroy a lot of them as well.
Yeah, because their homes are in the ground and so on, and sometimes in the trees and grasses. So once everything is destroyed, well, there is no hope for repopulation, even for the animals and for the species as well.
And I saw a documentary recently, but not so recent, but they were saying that we have some unique savannas and terrain that
Yeah.
it's not found anywhere else in the world, and we're destroying it.
Yeah.
We're not doing any really kind of conservation or
this-
preservation of.
This is where public education is important, because we need the youths to realize that the wealth of resources that we have here for biodiversity are very unique. Our ecosystem is very unique again. We have beautiful rainforests here. We have very excellent swamps, and well, the Northern Range by itself is a nice unique ecosystem. Some parts even undiscovered as yet. So
And
who
we
knows
not-
what else we could find.
And we're not tapping into it and
This-
appreciating it for what
and
it
this
is.
is a resource that we need to go into and realize that, you know, ecotourism could flourish from this.
Of course.
It could.
We could, because just even Issa Right, they do so much
Yeah.
to bring in
And
the
they are
tourism.
nestled in the Northern Range and
Yes.
make the best of it.
Yeah.
So
And people come from all over the world to see
yeah.
it. So Trinis, let's be a little more conscious. Let me say this to the, we have something very unique here. And you all are a brand new group, 6 months old,
Yeah.
trying to let the awareness that we have a unique, diverse, even our, oh gosh, anybody ever go away and come back and watch this little island?
Yeah. You know,
You feel
it's-
like your heart beating
speaking
even
of
faster.
going
We're not
away,
preserving it.
I always say this. You know, we like to travel a lot, go Disneyland, go to London, go to all the different parts of America, and wow at the amazement these different technologies that they have. But when you go over there and you meet a foreigner, you from Trinidad? You know, we have this waterfall, you have this animal, and sometimes you can't even answer it because you don't even know what wealth you have down here, but you want to travel.
I'll be honest with you, that's why I played mass. The first time I played mass because I went away and encouraged somebody to come here to play mass, and I never
Yeah.
did. And I said, how could I be exporting my country and I've not done it?
Grow,
Yeah, you're
grow
right.
some more interest in your own country. It have
country.
so much different places to visit. There are lots of tour guiding groups. There are organizations that can help out. You could visit relevant agencies that would have information like certain like TDC and so on, Forestry Division. All these places you could get information, and carry your kids out. Kids need to see more of nature.
And they need to be aware to preserve it for the
Yeah.
future. And that's what we're not doing.
Yeah, and well, social media, you can look at the effect it has on kids when they see pictures of nature and waterfalls and animals, strange animals. They are interested. So get them to take selfies by a waterfall instead of somewhere in a mall or something. That could probably work out.
Yeah,
Back
back
to-
to nature. So
back to nature.
we're going back to nature. It's Easter time. I think it's a good time for
Yeah.
reflection and go back to the picnics
Right.
and waterfalls, as you say.
Good. So, and as we go along to picnics now, all these things are, as we said downstream, you have to be responsible when you go out. Pick up your garbage. You know, we've
Correct.
been to this waterfall,
Carmelita
Carmelita Falls, right in Grand Couva. It's beautiful,
Yeah.
right? But it's riddled with garbage. Most of the times people go, they lime, they make
I
their
know,
river lime.
Monday I took my daughter to Palmies Park, and I was really disgusted by the
Yeah.
state of the pond. And we did have a visitor The caiman did come up just for us.
I-
Full surface.
Whoa.
And I think he caught a fish or something. He stayed up for quite a while. So, but when we went closer to look at him, he started to go back.
Yeah.
And he was observing us.
But I'm sure that experience was nice. It's something
Of
to.
course, and
witness.
the garbage in the pond, though. Please, people, pick up your garbage, walk with it, walk with a bag. I walk with a bag.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
picked up. I was actually tempted to walk around. I didn't have gloves, and I wasn't sure how long the garbage was there, but I was really tempted to start picking up all. But I had to go into the water because there's a lot of bottles, a lot of plastic
problem.
bags in
Yeah.
there, and I think they recently stopped people from fishing in the pond.
Yeah.
I'd like to introduce some
Because
fish.
overfishing, you know, your study had to restart.
No, but
and
it's
so on.
filthy. I can't
Yeah.
imagine that you want to eat the fish from there because it's
Yeah.
really, really.
And it's a culture for Trinidad to have river limes, but you know, keep it clean. And especially when you're doing your picnics and you're camping and you have your fires, make sure
Keep
after
it.
you do your campfires that it's out, because these are some of the ways in which forest fires are started just by carelessness
Yes.
in leaving these
Yes,
things
leaving
lit.
it. Yes.
And then you know the ashes would spread to the bamboo patch, and then eventually
Have
the
a big
whole area
fire
would
that you
burn
can't
down.
contain.
And that's a problem that we're having right now, and actually every year with forest fires. And it's a tedious task, and I know a lot of effort is put into it to get it controlled.
But it's been a lot already. I mean, it's
It
just
started,
yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
and everybody is actively trying to stop it. We have the forestry division active in that, and we have air support as well, trying to get the Bambi bucket to all these fires. And again, it's costly, right? And there's a lot of risk to going up to these areas and these types of elevation with that amount of wind velocity up there. Fires can start back in a one. So, you know, be mindful that we're in the fire season, and get your fire permits if you need to light your outdoor fires and so on
Yes.
from your local
It's
fire
dangerous for
station.
houses too, because I had
Yeah.
a friend had that house burned down
And we have
from
some
it, yeah.
schools right on the vicinity of the foothills of the northern range there that
Yeah.
can be affected by smoke,
Exactly.
and sometimes, you know, you need to send home the kids because of that. So everybody's affected. And then the domino effect is we have siltation of rivers because we have no forest cover, grass cover, and then flooding, and then, well, you know what happens there.
Yes, correct. It is a domino effect for everything, and we're not
Yeah.
living consciously enough to preserve, to
Yeah.
make sure that we leave in something for the next generation. And y'all, it's very commendable that y'all started something. It's an NGO, y'all. They
Yeah.
are making no money from this,
No.
and their service is free.
Yeah.
So if you've seen a nice big caiman, don't be tempted to cook it or kill
Right.
it.
Call us, yeah. We wouldn't mind. We go
And you
any
think people
parts of the
started
river.
eating caimans as well?
Yes,
It is a
absolutely.
game species, yes.
It is, or you're
Yeah.
allowed to kill it?
With a
You-
permit.
With a permit, of course.
And you were talking about that. There's certain things you're not supposed to kill.
Right.
No. There are very few game species.
Uh-huh.
I think there are about 9 game species off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the ones you're allowed to kill during the hunting season with
Yeah.
a permit from the forestry division. Other than that, animals are protected.
Yeah, but you only allowed three permits for these
Three
different
permits,
species, yeah. So you have like agouti, the deer, the red rocky deer, which it is, the collared peccary, or the quenk, or the wild hog. There's the lap, the armadillo, the tattoo, and then we have the caiman, the iguanas, all those.
You're allowed to eat iguana.
Yeah,
That's-
with a permit. as
Right
well.
now, I think that's the most hunted.
So the
Yeah.
monkeys, the snakes.
Absolutely not.
Protected.
Okay, but yet you hear people doing it.
Yeah, people hunt them for their skin, sometimes like the snake, or sometimes even for consumption. We've had cases where people have been charged for consuming snake, as of recently.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it happens, it happens. So it's good to know, especially for monkeys or primates. All our primates are protected, which is the white-fronted capuchin and the red howler. But you still see posts, sometimes people may eat that, like the anteater, the matapel, the tree-toed anteater. There was a
You're not
viral
supposed-
post with that too,
Yeah.
where they were eating that. And all those are protected species by law.
Yeah.
And the law is there to download on the internet. You know, you can go to your libraries and get this information. So you can't be ignorant to what the law is, the Conservation of Wildlife Act, which is something good to read and know about.
Yeah, we need to get that. Maybe you all have that posted on Facebook.
Yes,
We have it posted as
So
well.
the name of the group is the Wildlife and Environmental Protection of Trinidad and Tobago, and you all have a Facebook page.
yes, we do.
So please post that.
Yeah, you could like our
We
page.
do have it there already.
Yeah, and we always have ongoing educational snaps and
Mhm.
tidbits and so on. So it's good to check up.
Well,
You
let's
can
take
learn a
a
lot.
break. I think we have another guest joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And
additional.
a couple other guests join us. I'm not too excited, but it's a surprise. We'll be back in a minute. Take it a break.
Great.